Workers and other persons will be recognised under the Work Health and Safety Act. In fact, the Act is recognising all persons who will have contact with the organisation. And both workers and other persons will owe a similar duty under the Work Health and Safety Act. Who's going to be a worker in your business? Under the Work Health and Safety Act, we will see that a worker is a person who carries out work in any capacity for the PCBU. This includes employees, contractors, subcontractors, and the employees of the contractor or subcontractors. It's also going to include any person from a labour hire company who's been assigned to work in the person's business or undertaking. It will also include apprentices and trainees, even students gaining work experience. And don't forget the volunteers. We all love volunteers, but you're going to have to include them in your list of workers. The duty that will be owed by workers and other persons will effectively be as follows. They must take reasonable care to ensure their own health and safety. They must take reasonable care that their conduct does not adversely affect others, and they must comply, so far as they are reasonably able, with work health and safety instructions. So let's have a look at these duties a little closer. They must take reasonable care of their own health and safety. That's a no-brainer. They must take reasonable care that their conduct does not adversely affect others. Effectively, we need to ensure that persons are following safe systems of work. And this means when your back's turned, you better ensure that your workers are doing work safely. You do not want to find out that an adverse outcome has occurred as a result of one of the actions of your workers. They must comply with any reasonably notified work health and safety instructions. And a good example of this is when we hear the emergency alarm, we will make our way quickly, but safely, to the assembly area. This doesn't mean to go back into the workplace and grab your purse or move the car. It's a very important instruction that must be followed. And of course, having your policies and procedures hidden away where workers can't have a look at them or aren't aware of them will be a breach of the Act. Workers will comply with any reasonably notified policies or procedures, but they must know of them.